This is not how we do stuff. We need her. She could kill us for all we know, and she did help us escape. This is not how we go about this.
She's not giving us answers.
You didn't give her a chance.
She was the one that put the shards in the animals and was creating the mess in the desert.
Listen, her order was not her. Not yet. We didn't give her time to explain herself. She just came back from unconsciousness. She was delirious and not coherent at the time. Chill. Breathe and let it go.
With that, you will kind of push Grayman.
He resisted.
In this session.
Wolfric,
thank you.
he resists.
Okay, Eric is casting suggestion on you, saying calm down. Make wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
Not wisdom.
Oh.
Charisma.
Charisma save.
Charisma save?
Yes.
Although, yeah.
Wait.
Wow.
If you want to
Oh my
choose, if
God.
you want to, you can choose to fail, but it'll lay up to you. And yeah.
No, this is used bad right now.
Okay. You notices that there is a magical power on the Eric's voices that influences your mind, and you're about to calm down for a second, but you immediately realize what is going on at the moment. And Grumpy, why are you rolling charisma save?
Oh my god.
I don't know. That's why I asked who's rolling. So
only you was.
Okay. I just figured I'd throw it in there. It was easy.
So, you looks at Karma, and, like, after shaking it off, and, like, part of his yellow eye is, like, partially red now as well, and he just looks at him and be like, pointing with the broom, "Don't do that again." And then, he focuses back onto, Soldiers, and, throws his knee down into her chest, and says, "Answers, now! You have 5 seconds."
Am I still holding her?
How is he doing that? I'm in front of. How is he doing that? I'm in front of her.
Okay, let's place yourself in the tokens, in the map where you would be. So first, Sunny was beside her, or at least in front of her at some point, and
Yeah,
that's exactly what I was gonna do.
That Karma would like to be between you and you. So I'll say that at least this.
Well, I was
this
at
okay
least
with
in
everyone?
melee.
Is this okay?
I was
with
at least in melee range with the broom, so I should be closer to.
No, but
Soldiers.
after you smacked Sildris, Karma said that he would want to be walk in between you guys.
And I said the
if
same
you
thing as
wanted
well.
to reach over and punch, I'd let him.
There's 2 people in front of Sildris right now from you. Me and Karma. Because I said I'd walk in front of her too.
Yep.
Oh no!
So
if you needed a punch, you can climb on my shell. I don't give a shit.
Yep.
You
Place
punch
your
her.
token onto the
If
map.
that's what it took.
And yep.
Because I see myself within melee range of her still. If someone was going to get in between us, you would have pushed back. You wouldn't just let them get in between them like that.
Oh,
You know,
well,
you can
Sunny
touch.
would provide a support for you. Sunny has no problem with you doing whatever you want.
It's not exactly like. Let's say that as you're hitting her with crit, she kind of like got pushed back with the as you're hitting her so hard, and as she's being pushed back, he had gotten in between you two, yeah.
Nah, fine.
Okay.
Up to you.
It's okay. And who's... Okay, let's see. So this is Karma. Karma, you're... 2 people... So 2 people... So it'll be like this? Is everyone okay with the formation? Is it reasonable?
Sure.
Okay. Okay, you guys are all... Yes, we can hear you. And Rue is dropping in and out. Woo! Good activity.
What? It wouldn't be as such with you jumping in and out.
Okay, I think too
I'm
many
rude.
people
I'm
are
rude. I'm out.
talking at the same time, maybe. And they have all different things they want to do. So we'll use initiative to do the RP. So we'll just use a previous initiative and just go in one at a time. Depends on what you guys want to do. And so for invisibilities, we will do that for the thing too. And she's conscious. And broom is currently. This is not a broom, but I'm just gonna say that that's a broom. That's there.
Okay.
Yeah. And the first is Sunny. So all this is happening. What do you like to say and what do you like to do?
So I witnessed everyone just gather around her and intimidating her. There might be a little fist action on face, but I would like to ignore the situation, and I want to make sure her eyes are locked on mine. And this is as serious as Sunny's ever gonna get. You know, I want to wrap both my hands around her head and just look at her and just tell her that Paylor will protect you. Paylor will save you. Paylor will allow you to continue your research. This is what we want. This is what Paylor wants.
Roll persuasion with disadvantage.
Oh crap! Come on.
I thought that was going to get followed up with like a spell or something. That was pretty intense.
Yeah, why do I have fucking these spells?
Okay, one of your friend just have hit her on the face with a broomstick.
That's why. That's
and
why
then you
I
hold her right away, and then
everything
start saying
happens.
that.
Like
Eye to
I'm
eye.
just trying to get in front of her, and this is like me. Like all this can stop. Everything, all the bad things can stop right here, right now.
Yes, and persuasion with disadvantage.
Yeah. Persuasion, disadvantage. Yeah, we got this. Easy.
You got this.
Easy. Yeah, no problem.
No problem. See?
Easy.
No problem.
Here we go.
And I'll say that I don't like to roll for her. She seems to calm down as she feels no hostility coming from you. And
No, I have
however,
no hostile intent.
she seems to be still like kinda very fishy, and you can tell that her eye that she's looking at you is like, what is wrong with that guy? Like eye that
it's
is
okay.
staring a psychopath.
Fear is a part of life. Fear we have to accept, but how we live is up to us and who we believe.
That will be left for some other timings, but right now is use time! No one can... Yeah, it's you! Yeah!
Alright,
Also,
back
Sunny... Okay.
10 feet.
Alright.
And then run up 10 feet and jump over everybody, landing on the other side.
Okay.
Will that incur any opportunity attacks?
If the party wants to attack him, yes. So I'll say that at this moment, when like you're walking away, though, you're not gonna attack him, right? Like, when he is walking away, you are not gonna attack him.
Well, if we were to provoke an attack of opportunity, if any one of us hits, will it stop his long jump, or will we still proceed with the long jump?
Jump,
Only if you have Sentinel.
Jump, he wouldn't be able to stop because it's a long jump, and he has a special thing that allows him to disengage while he's jumping because he jumps very high compared to other characters. You know that augment thing? That is a thing that he has.
Yeah. Sunny would make an attempt to stop.
Stunning strike,
you
maybe?
at all.
I could, but after last time, I don't actually want to be threatening to him. I'm getting in the way, but like my hands are up. I'm having a soft face because I also like him now after he saved us. So I'm not trying to attack you, just trying to get in the way.
And for any of us who knows Yu's character, and he probably told, I forget if you told us or not about your split personality bullshit that you have.
I'm pretty sure I warned everyone.
Okay, then I'm pretty sure all of us are telling that this is a different side of him. So it's how to de-escalate the situation right now, and I am not on the right character to do this with.
anyone be the right characters at this moment? That's the question.
Look, 2 different personalities, 1 body. There's no reason
I can.
Yellow Eye has to suffer.
I can, as a player, discuss, tell you how, why I'm doing you right now as he's doing it. If you guys are curious, or we can just.
No, I like it. It's an
That's fair,
interesting thing. It's an interesting thing. It's just trying to dissuade the situation. It's either where you have
at least for the current mindset, that is.
Smack the shit out of you, or cast spells on you.
And yeah, so if no one wants to use your actions, reactions, you continue on your turn. Yeah, you jump over the allies.
Well, if we, but like you said, there's no way of us stopping his jump, even if we were to hit him.
Only time you could have stopped you is when he is backing away from you, not when you're charging at you.
Okay. And
that was if you had a feat or an ability.
Yeah, I don't have the Sentinel or whatever that bullshit thing that killed me last time.
Sentinel!
Yeah,
that. I don't have Sentinel, unfortunately.
Okay. Yeah. So, I guess to get things moving along, and lands, probably taking Saltridge's attention away from Sunny. And he just looks at her and says, You and your people did all this. You caused all this chaos in the desert. Why aren't you fixing it? And he drops the broom and pulls out his battle axe and puts it up against her throat.
Whoa, 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 Rue screams from far away.
Your turn is very close, so yeah, it will freaking Rue's turn. You are very surprised as this is happening.
I'm just very surprised.
Are you readying something, or are you just trying to intimidate her?
Intimidation.
Okay, you can roll intimidation, and she will be considered feared if she rolls lower.
Fuck me. You was the most unimitating, crazy half-orc you have ever seen.
My God, that is quite intimidating. You just punched her. She is very hurt. I'll give you advantage.
Okay.
So
It doesn't help too much, but thank you.
Yeah. Let me get her stat out. Why didn't I get her stat? I didn't know that you're gonna be punching her. I got the cleric stats out. Oh my God. Oh.
Gotta recognize.
There we go. Got the sets. I'll roll the charisma save. It's actually 0. Yeah. She matches. She's not threatened by you, and you can still tell that she is looking at you like she's looking at some psychopath at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
That is your action, and I'll say now is Ulfric. If there's something.
Some clarity begins to show on you. He loosens the distance between the axe. He kind of half drops the axe.
And she would reply to you saying that.
Oh, that was a crit 20. Yeah, he kind of shakes his head and, at the end of his turn, and looks around a little bit, puts the axe away, and says, "I still want answers."
Okay. And she didn't have initiative, so I would roll it for that. I don't know. I should put it in or not, though.
Yeah.
But anyhow, I'll put it.
I thought it'd be unfair if I just kept his evil side up so I decided to make it every turn of initiative at the end of the turn.
She tells you that, saying that, I told you everything that I know. I don't know why you will think that I'm hiding something from you. She seems upset.
No, she didn't answer the question per se of why her group isn't trying to stop the research projects that are running loose in the desert. That's the question that you was trying to ask if it didn't come across.
You didn't ask that.
Well, you hit her. You asked. No one asked that up until then.
You didn't ask that but yeah, it's Rue's turn. You can ask any questions. What did Rue do? Actually, Wolfric. Sorry, I skipped Wolfric. Wolfric, what are you doing?
Well, are we out of compass?
We're doing initiative because so many people wanted to do so many things.
So many people wanted to hit you.
Just straight up, straight up backhand him. At that
Alright.
point.
He's a good
Move
boy.
your character and you can attack you in flavor.
For flavor, I will probably miss because I am not the strongest individual.
AC is 15 right now since I don't have my weapons out.
You don't have any dex weapons?
Okay, yeah, no, I'll walk over to you and just kind of glare at him a bit.
On top of Sildurus.
Okay, fine. I'll go like right there.
Okay.
And I'm like, this is not how we deal with people, and I backhand them.
I take it.
Okay. Nice sound. Although it's not like it's like nothing in terms of like the damage, but you take the blow.
And then I probably can notice like his demeanor change, so I'm gonna clap my hand against his shoulder and be like, "I'm glad you're back, though. That's definitely not how we deal with people."
It's frustrating.
Turns out the evil guy starts to crawl out again and backhand Karma. Not Karma. Wolfric is funny. And yeah, Rue. Now is your turn. This is happening. These two guys are slapping each other. Yeah. Well, one slap.
Good luck, Rue. Believe. All right.
Oh, okay. Well, this is interesting, and Rue is walking over and is like just surveying the situation, and kneels down and says, "This is not how we conduct ourselves. I'm very sorry that you smacked you with your own broom," and I just kind of look at it, and then I ask her politely, "Is there anything else that we need to know before we move forward? Because people are just showing up, and I don't want to die on account of you ruining the desert. So please, is there anything that you could tell me? You don't have to tell them. You can whisper it to me. Is there anything that you could tell me to
She
keep
look
us?"
at you confused and says, "Why are you so obsessed with this? I already told you 2 monsters that we made. As long as you be careful of those 2, you should be fine." She seems to be angry as you're saying about this. As you're asking the same question over and over. She told you about the perfect worm that she made, and also a rock that is creating some sort of maze in the desert.
Right, I get that, and I know you keep telling us, but it just doesn't seem like you're being truthful because you just keep going around the same bush over and over and over again. And I don't want to see you get smacked upside again with a broom. So I'll take your word for it. And I just walk off. I'm annoyed.
You can roll insight check to see if she's lying or not. That is a thing that you can do. And also you can...
I'm annoyed with her. Fine. I will roll insight and let this function. See nothing. Fail. She being honest.
Yep. She seems to be definitely angry. Other than that, not much. But yes, you would walk away from her. And if you want to, then move your token away. And that'll be you.
Oh yeah. Sorry. I'm on the other side of her broom.
And Alon.
Hold up.
Her broom would actually be
Karma
beside
is
you.
before me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
You didn't grab her
Okay.
broom,
Okay.
but... Yeah.
Karma's
But
before me.
Alon? Yeah. Who goes before her?
Karma. He was never put in the tracker.
Oh.
I forgot. Okay.
Okay.
He has
Yeah,
an
he
8.
had an 8.
Alright. Karma.
Good. There's that too.
I'm gonna turn to Sunny and Rue and going, out of the questions you've asked, she's answered all of them. I don't know what information you want, but you have to ask it specifically. You or Yellow Eye? I'm glad you were able to fight off your urge to attack her more. I'm really proud of you, man, and I hope you can make progress in the future. And then turn to Sildris.
Thanks.
And I'm gonna say, I do have some questions we want you to answer, though. First off, why haven't you taken any of the shards back from the monsters? Secondly, how much further do you intend to take your research? Thirdly, what does that research entail? Fourthly, how many shards do you need for that research? Because frankly, we want to collect the shards ourselves. And I'm gonna post that in chat because that's a lot of questions.
That is a lot of questions.
Oh, but karma. Comment sideways the real shit. You know what I mean? We're all living life, and here comes karma.
He had that pre-typed. Just for this
He was ready this last week.
This is called and she would usually answer with all the thing, but with you being so hostile, roll persuasion with advantage.
Cool, again.
Yes. It would have been auto success if it wasn't like face slapping and distrusting her. But
that was performance, not persuasion.
that is true.
Oh.
Roll
Same.
persuasion.
Chances are the same thing.
It's fine. Players roll different things. It's fine. Persuasion.
Alright.
Oh my
Fucking roll.
Well, I mean, you did get one better than the last one, at least. Oh
Okay.
my.
And that needs to be this. It does.
Hey.
Wow. And she says that those things are not exactly normal. It's quite handful to get rid of them, especially when you have things, people chasing you after. Well, we will collect them eventually. It's a valuable subjects. And what was the other thing? How far you want to take? Well, we would try things that we find interesting. At least the most interesting thing is about that shard over there. And she points at to the pillar of light that is like being poured out as there's weeds leaking out. And she says that historically something like that happened in the past. It was told that it gave birth to many divinities in the past. Likely we'll do some similar researches, although we don't know how that will end up with. I mean, well, last time we heard one of the first deities in this continent were born from those. And what was the other question? In character, she said.
How many shards do you need? How many shards do you need?
Well, more sample the better. If you need to take some, then certainly I won't stop you. There's plenty to be around.
So what if we took all the shards?
Well, then we'll certainly be disappointed, and there are some of our friends who wouldn't be too happy with that.
All but one shard. Like the core one.
Yeah, if you have the core one, then by all means, yeah. That's the only thing that we're interested in. If you want to kill the other two, roaming around the desert or other shards, then I'm my guest.
Yellow Eye, any more questions?
What do you say?
Shit. I got distracted.
Karma, what did you say?
I asked if you had any more questions.
Yeah, you guys say that you can.
Yeah, I'm sure you does, but Sunny has plenty.
You like very, like, in a very slow motion, reaches for his pocket and pulls out a picture, a piece of paper that ends up being a picture that he has of him from 200 some years ago, and holds it up to her. He says, "Do you recognize this? This is for order. I am with them.
Your voices are kind of cutting out. I think it's my connectivity at the moment that is pretty being bad. I'm going to see what I can do with it. How about now? Let's see.
Yeah, well, I mean, you're not cutting out anymore. Was I cutting out in my question?
I was cutting out, but I heard enough to understand what you're saying. You're showing out a symbol.
Not the symbol, the picture. The picture with the red dragon, the wizards, and that one. I'm showing her the photograph.
Roll persuasion with disadvantage.
Yeah, sounds about right. 8.
Good thing her mod is 0 as well.
You need to beat both of them. You do. She feels generous at the moment. And she tries to take the picture from you.
No. Well, no. Well, hold on. I crit success, so let me do this.
And she says,
okay, I hand it to her.
Okay. And she takes the pictures and looks at it. Oh, she's like wiping out her blood coming from her mouth that you have struck. And she is examining the picture and says that this is one of the pictures. Yeah, I've seen this one before. These folks were kind of around a few hundred years ago, no? Hey, is that you? And she looks at the thing in you and says that, how are you still alive?
It's a long story. I'll tell you off screen.
And she says that, she looks at you in the eye still and says that, I do know that my friends at the Order at that time had some fights with civil war going on at that time.
Mm-hmm.
It's interesting that you were alive then. I wasn't the one exactly involved in that. I was posted somewhere else. But I do know that there are the other side of the people fighting in this legion too. If I remember correctly, the temple that I'm about to investigate later were occupied by them.
Wait, one more time. You cut off at the event at the very end. The temple you were planning to go into.
The temple that they were planning to investigate used to be occupied by the other group.
The temple of Palor, the one in the desert just south.
Yeah, she give you like the picture and is like, that's the one.
Okay. Well, this picture shows I've worked together with your order in the past. But from what I've seen, I'm disappointed.
She stops you there and says, now before we go on further, I think I need something from you before we go on too far. And while she's speaking that, I would like to move on to the initiative order to Alon, because Alon can have some talking chance. Alon, what would you like to be saying?
I know she doesn't like me, so I'm not gonna talk.
You feel like you're not the worst one at the moment.
I did try to cast magic on her, you know.
Because you're about to die, she remember it. Like Sildris will remember this, definitely.
I'll just sort of let the conversation play out, but I will start casting Prestidigitation to clean her up, like the blood on the nose and everything.
Okay, Sildris will remember that. And Sunny, you're doing nothing at the moment. She's talking to
nothing. Nothing. What?
No, she mentioned that the temple that she is investigating is filled with these.
No. Sunny is on the convert idea.
Oh, you're trying to convert her.
She will believe in Baylor at the end of this.
Okay. Would you like to say anything? Like she's mentioning the temple.
That was this. Yeah. Sunny has had his hands wrapped on her, and has allowed all this violence, all this talk and just is giving her the option if she wants to accept this mortal reality that she lives in. And this entire time has been staring at her, not blinking, just giving her everything that he believes in, everything that's true around her, the chance. It's really just trying to appeal to the science side of everything. You know what I mean? That her science side that can appeal afterwards.
Me as a person don't get it, and if you want to, oh my god, what would that even be? I don't know.
She's like having side conversations with Karma and you, like looking this way, and Sunny's just like looking blankly at her. Yeah.
As you were trying to tell her this, everything will be going good. 3 of you guys notices.
Paylor is the way.
Oh my god.
Paylor is life. Paylor is what you want.
From distances, you guys will notices that there is a flock, some sort of noises came from the air, and those with high enough passive perceptions would them hear that they come to you guys from the air pretty quick. And if you were to look at above in the sky, those of you recognize that there are flying crows. Yes, they're not trying to sneak into you. You guys will notice.
Okay, Wolfric notches an arrow. Just in case any funny business were to go down.
You notch an arrow, and as soon as you do that, you can tell that they pull out their wand immediately. And
These
you hear
crows
of
have
one of them.
What? A crow has a wand today, guys?
These are crow-like folks. Crow folks. Yeah.
Kenku?
It's not Kenku. Surprisingly. Not Kenku. But yes. These people, you have not seen this race before. Wolfric would know, but it's going away. Sunny, you'd also know that these are the
Still here.
race called... Sunny, are you there? You seems to be paused.
I'm still here.
Oh my god, he's shutting down. Yeah. You two, the native races, would know that these are the folks called Sibani. And they are the naturally longer living races that are very capable of magic. And, which one are you notching your bow at?
It's just I'm getting ready if they're.
Yeah,
It's
they
more
see
of
you
a-
getting ready, so they get ready for combat. So. Yeah,
How far away are they? How far away
they
are
are
they?
about 60 feet in the air.
Okay, then I'm going to shout, friend or foe.
You immediately hear this one yelling out, "Release her!" Actually, that's not the voice of the king. Companion is like, "Release her!" You hear
Release
the
her?
loud. Yep.
I repeat myself, friend or foe. Because apparently they're too dumb to realize what I'm saying. They didn't answer my question. Friend or foe?
I would like to
And
chime
I
in
kind
and
of
say,
step in
yeah,
front of
we're already free.
Sildris as I'm doing this.
Okay. They would shout out, saying that we are friend of Sildaris. Now, if you don't want to be touched, or lie where you stand, step aside from her and distance it. And yep, I see that Karma is shouting that out. I believe that she is currently being held by Sunny. From the
Yeah,
descriptions
but
that I've heard.
just
So,
in face.
yep.
Didn't
Okay.
he say it was more like a gentle, as opposed to a?
It was a ginger touch, not a death grip touch.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sildurus will actually then stands up and undusts herself just slowly though, and
good thing I didn't kill her.
Yeah, she'll be walking towards her broom if no one stops her.
Oh. I was hoping to give the broom to Rue.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was one of the perk, because you get it, then you get it. So.
I mean, wouldn't you still technically have
Yeah, don't you have it?
possession of said broom?
He dropped
I had it, but I dropped it and replaced, and then to grab my battle axe when I was intimidating her.
Oh. Well, that sucks. Rue doesn't get to fly around on a broom.
Also, you guys don't know the
Make
command word
myself
for it
burn.
at the moment, I believe. So.
We would have had her saying it throughout the combat. I would assume.
She doesn't
She,
have to be
she
yelling.
like went up and she went down and she moved forward and backwards.
True.
He said it very quietly.
Yeah. But yes, at the moment, she will be.
Alam's casting Identify.
Would you be casting Identify on her broom?
No. I'm just saying I could.
Yeah.
Oh.
If you do that, then you learn the command words and everything fully. You didn't hear all the command words for sure, though. And yeah. But yes, she would go to the broom and look at all of you and says that, I guess this is goodbye.
Can I toss her a sending stone before she heads off?
Why would you do that?
Isn't that the one that you need to go?
I have 2.
Okay.
No, we got a sending spell scroll.
Yes. Okay. Yep. You can send her. You can toss her, and she'll grab it.
Do you know what it is?
She look at you like, "What do you think?" Face.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
She's giving you like, the fuck, bruh.
Yeah. And
Of course.
she says that usually I don't take gifts for strangers, but thanks.
Strangers?
I assume that.
It's not strangers.
I thought we passed that point when we saved your
We
life.
saved your life.
And she stares at you. And
I
that
say
happens.
we saved your life, and I gestured to everybody except for you.
Yep.
And Sunny.
He looks a little sheepish and says, "Sorry about that."
She smells aloud and says that, well, for your reference, there are some cases where people can be tracked with objects. So usually it's not safe if you are living for a long time, like me. And she points at her ear, a pointy ear that you can know that she's an elf, and says that, but I see that you have some questions and we can talk, or something else. And she gives, you don't know what it exactly means, Karma, but she gives you a wink. If you want to, you can roll insight check.
Insight, yeah.
Yeah, Fucking flute.
Yeah.
I think she wants. She's trying to go into deeper levels of you know what. So,
He wants to jump your bone.
But yes, Sildurus grabs the stone and puts it in her robe, and she flies up a little bit.
As she flies up, Yu yells out, "Wait! The temple is on our list to stop. Will we see you there?"
She yells out and is like, "Not really. We would be investigating there in a few months, maybe, if you're down with the core. But now we're thinking of how even to access that. If you only had some way to suppress the power, maybe." At the moment,
that sucks.
those things are quite heavy to investigate, and we're trying to figure something out.
Could you do us a favor and just stop putting shards in things for now? Your ideal of making a better desert is getting ruined by your research projects.
She says, oh, we only put it in the purple worm, and we don't think we'll be doing that again. Actually, to be crystal clear about what I meant, they put it onto the purple worm, and rock was existing there. It was already there when they got there, and they were examining it. They got curious on how that happened and what would happen if it were to happen to the other creatures. So I'll say that you get that additional information while she was talking in short rest. But rock is definitely their interest in research, but they didn't do that. It was a purple worm, they did it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought they did both.
Yeah, I think I wasn't very clear about things and things, so...
Yeah, you're fine. You're good.
Yeah.
Good clarification.
Alright. And, she will fly off and say that, well then, and give you guys a simple gesture. And she'll be flying off if none of you guys want to do anything.
I mean, she's at like 5 hit points if anybody wants a good shot at her.
Yep, if you shoot at her and take her broom and other magic item, this may be the best chance.
I want that fucking broom.
It is amazing broom. And if you were to look closely...
Did you say that out loud?
Yes, I said that out loud.
How
you can tell that her hat is also magical as well.
Hold on, let me roll something here real quick to determine.
Oh,
high or low?
High or low?
Yeah, high or low. High or low?
Medium?
Low is bad, high is good.
Oh, look at that.
Well, here, I'll re-roll again since medium is not very specific.
Well, obviously you didn't want low, so what was high?
No, what is high or low?
High!
Nope, unless somebody else is going to take action.
Get Rick.
Can you just say you rolled a d10 and that's high?
Fine, fuck it.
Fuck
That's
it
a
in the
28
bucket.
hitter.
Whoa, you're gonna kill her! It's not you! It's not you, guys! It wasn't me!
Why are you firing at her?
Rue wants the broom!
I want the broom!
There's a 28 hitter.
Yes, but that would be surprise round.
What the fuck did I miss?
Roll initiative.
Could I possibly try and deflect that missile?
Oh shit, what is
Can
that?
I deflect that missile? I don't know what's going on.
Karma, do you have a thing for her?
Just
'Cause
jump
I
in the
mean,
way. and
How many
deflect the
players
missile.
want to be pacifists here?
I
One.
do.
I'm trying to convert her. I'm laying over her. Are we
Two.
shooting the same person I think
Okay.
we're talking about?
Okay,
Fine.
Yes.
so 2-1's pacifist and 2-1's hat and
Well, Rue wants the
broom.
broom.
I just want the broom.
What did I miss? Did she shoot us?
I'm not going to shoot her.
No, he shot her. What's going on?
I'm not going to shoot her as much as Rue wants the broom.
But encounter. Are you sure?
I
You can
think
do it.
Rue is a little bit upset that she winked at him. And, like, I think that she
why?
thought they had, like, some sort of, like,
Well,
rapport going on, and then she winks at him.
Yep, you
Yeah,
can definitely
she
tell
treats
there's
me like
something
I'm
going on.
chopped fucking liver.
oh, fuck.
Anyhow, why don't we roll initiative first and then see what happens? So everyone will be surprised, and I'll leave it to Karma's turn.
I think Karma's got a thing. Oh shit, I'm at the front.
Maybe. Me. Roll. No, yeah, you're
Are
definitely
you
in
rolling
front.
again?
Yeah.
Yo, why do the crows... Oh,
Oh, God, 8 again.
Yep.
Mm,
So did we all die?
Depends.
No.
How thing goes.
Dude, don't shoot her. Like, please. I gave her my sending stone.
we can get it back. We can get it back from her body.
There are 3 others there. They could just take her and leave.
Okay, that's no. I don't shoot her. There's too many pacifists. Y'all are no fun.
Alright.
No, it's okay. You can shoot her. We're all pacifists. I just take her to the shower, right?
There's a difference between murder hobos and pacifists anyway. You can be a murder hobo pacifist if you want.
Yeah, no,
Oh
I
my
don't.
God, murder
I don't-
hobos.
I don't shoot
It's
her.
like you're a part of my campaign. Jeez.
Yeah, I don't
thank
shoot
My
her.
campaign's all about murder hobos.
But yes, mediations and wanting, knowing what other players know is very important. And thank you for suppressing your urges to kill her. So Rue and Greymane, both of you get 1 inspiration. Thank you guys for restraining your urges. Yes. So add an inspiration, and yeah.
Restraining urges. Like, my fucking claws around her face.
Yep, you did good.
It really would have been a nice shot, like right in the center of the back, like a perfect bullseye.
And immediately she fell down from the air and take fall damage as well, giving her
And
1
she would have
destiny.
probably, she would have died. She was up.
Oh yes, 3 of the Sabanis as well as she will be flying away.
In what direction?
Towards the core.
Sorry, towards the what?
Core.
Core.
Core
Oh,
shard.
okay, yeah. Got it.
And you guys are left alone in the camp. Leaving a lot of things to discuss in group. But yes.
Well, I guess my conversion didn't work.
If only you had a few more seconds of unblinking stareness, you would have had her, Sonny.
If only your
I was
computer
holding her
glitches.
tight.
Oh my god.
Believe.
So yeah, guys.
Well, I guess now that she's gone, Sonny doesn't give a fuck what's going on. So.
But yes. Now what do you guys do? That's the question.
We're gonna eat. I create food and water for everyone.
And the barrels.
A banquet.
And the barrels. The empty barrels of my wagon.
Yeah, we're fucking hungry and thirsty. So.
Do you even have the spell slots?
Yeah, of course. I've always saved one.
But most importantly, do you have plates?
I have it permanently marked down one.
Did you know that create food and water don't create plates?
Who needs
I don't give a shit. Eat out the dirt.
I mean,
They're in the barrels. They're in the barrels that I have. I purchased 2 empty barrels.
Okay,
It's full of
Sunny,
water. The
so
food is getting crapped in your throat.
yeah, one will be
I have a
battle
nice
full of
guess.
water, and the other battle, what do you fill it with?
Oh, food. I only have 2 choices.
Yeah, but detail of the
Can you
food.
specify the food?
Yeah.
The details. Alright, so when Sonny starts creating food and water, a little chef hat appears from his head. Right? And so a barrel full of water and the other one full of like shitty food. It's just like unflavored bread. Like you have like wheat and then white and then there's like unflavored bread. Right? Like it's very shitty. It's not good.
You
You know
find
what I
some
mean?
British breads that are like actually some very old British breads that are rock hard.
Yeah.
Stacked on the barrels, and all of you guys see this happening.
Yeah, and because I create more food and water than their barrels for, it just lays everywhere. It's
I mean,
just
it's 40
sporadic
pounds
on the
of it, right?
sand and shit. It's on top of the fucking camels. I just lay it everywhere.
Okay.
But yeah,
It's just shitty, unflavored food all over the place. And Sonny's proud of it.
see, there's a
Right.
lot of typing conversation going on. That's good.
Yeah, you-
Woo! Double
You went to
conversation.
school for
Between
this.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Sonny grabs one of the shitty pieces of bread and tries to take a bite. Realizes he can't and goes to his tusk side and takes a bite out of it.
You
And
hear
then-
the brief sounds of
No, Sonny loves this. This
Very
is home
crunchy sound.
cooking. You
This
know
is
what I
a
mean?
man's
Sonny
sound.
loves it.
He'll start dipping it in water, kind of like the
Naughty.
people at like hot dog eating contest. Just dunk it in water to soften it up.
Yes, Grimmy?
Yes.
Can I see any small reptilian like entities around here? Desert lizards or anything like that?
Roll survival.
You gonna eat it?
If you asked you would help. Not that you need it.
Sunny has probably the highest survival skills, so
it is
you
very
want his
hard
bread.
place to find food, but there are some creatures around. Definitely, yes.
So there's no small reptilian, there's no lizards around right now that I can see or anything like that?
Are you looking for flavor?
I think it's trying to make a friend.
You see some signs of it. If you want to, you can go for foraging, try to find food. But it will take some time for you.
Yeah.
I'll just
There's no more. I thought there would be like some around. It's okay. I don't really want to waste too much time. Actually, oh shit.
Yeah, but you do definitely see the signs of creatures and lives. You see like the tiny trails that are probably left behind by some of the insects. And some of the poops around. You do know that there are definitely some around.
I go to the bland, tasteless food.
Yes, as you chew on the food, you can hear the sounding crunch as well.
Just like the bones I ate. Okay.
Hey,
Does the food taste worse than a ration?
No, what? It is a ration, alright? First of all, this shit is food, alright?
Can we sleep? Is that a thing?
I don't want you to complain about the food I'm providing you, alright?
Can we sleep? I'm tired. We all tired.
I mean, we took a short rest. I'm good.
Hey, Nani. I have a quick question for you about the mechanics of the rope of climbing.
Yes.
Technically, it can defy gravity because you can command it to go straight up. So, if I was to, theoretically speaking, stand on it with my boots of spider web and then say the command word to make it go up, could I, theoretically speaking, stand up 60 feet in the air by extending it to its full height?
So you have a rope of climbing.
Yeah, with my boots of spider walking.
And you're walking on top of your rope.
Well, I mean, I can probably just stand on top of it and just say the command word to make it rise.
Standing on top of a rope.
To make it rise.
Of the rope.
No, like maybe have it like curved at the end, at the tip type thing. Because you can.
Yeah, because it erects so far and then it goes limp, right? But it's
the
we'll
other
give
end.
it that extra,
I can command it to like.
You know
If you want to do it this way, I can command it to do knots. I can command it to do knots.
So you're gonna knock
can
the
command
rope
it to be hard
and
as
stand on top of your knot.
Yeah.
But then there's some.
Yeah.
Okay, I
That's
don't
the point.
think walking on a knot is a thing here, so...
Well, I'm imagining a knot that's like the size of a fist.
Oh, and the knot can be as big as you want. But I'm telling you, the boots of walking take it there.
Shit, this is funny.
I'm just curious because what I had in mind was kind of standing on it and raising myself up and kind of just like looking around the area.
Oh,
as
no.
like,
It's not a matter of fact of mine. This is dreams coming true.
Just to see if there's anything in the distance.
Standing on it.
Any danger in the distance. And then, because being in a desert, there's really nothing to climb on. But if it's climbable, technically my boots of spider walking should stick to it.
They'll stick to anything.
I posted the requirements to use the rope.
Yeah,
holding
I
it.
Those are Dungeons and
And
fucking
the other
Dragons.
end is what animates, not the one in your hand.
Rules as written, you can.
That's right.
It can support your weight. It can push you up. Although, it's not probably the intention of the rope. Tell you what, I'll say that you'll have to make some checks. Acrobatic checks to do it. But you can attempt to do it.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
that's usually what I roll at
Let's
night.
go.
And it only moves 10 feet per turn.
Yeah.
Yep.
Alright, so how big is the knot that you're making?
Oh, actually, I just saw it was silk rope, so probably like I don't know how thick is a silk rope. I was thinking it was hemp rope.
Probably very thin. Zip rope, no.
Weighs up to 3 pounds. So probably okay. I'm not probably like a inch and a half in diameter at most. Like, could I purposely tie a knot to make it a thicker knot?
Yeah.
Like, could I like tie something to it and then utilize that?
Clever usage. I love creativity, so yes.
Okay.
I think that
Okay, I
so.
have a mess kit. I'll take like a pan from my mess kit, I guess, or a plate or something, and tie it to that or whatever.
Okay.
And then put my boots of spider walking on that, I guess.
Okay. And you would put it on, and you're gonna stand on your mess kit. Your mess kit is now dirty, but you stand on it.
I don't care. I wasn't gonna use it anyway.
And you're holding one end of the ropes in your hand. You stand on it. Your weight kind of destabilizes the rope, make it wobbly. Try to make a acrobatic check.
17?
17. Hey, I'm gonna roll. Yep.
This is also I can make a crit fail on my perception check when I get up there.
But yes, with making it, you are now 10 feet in the air, or as your rope slowly rise above. And it is very wobbly, but you're maintaining your balance up there.
Okay. I'm going to at least aim to go like 40 feet, so could I just go like 3 more acrobatics checks in a row, or whatever amount you want?
Yep. So beat that.
I have to beat a crit 20?
Yep.
Piece of cake.
Oh, I did!
There you go. Next one. Okay. 30 feet up. You think like you're doing very good. It's like and you are doing pretty good job in balancing it. You're 30 feet above, as everyone else is eating, and all of you guys would see that you is currently standing on his mass kit and is floating up in the air, making some weird gestures as he's floating above. What are you guys doing?
Eating.
And Ozzy was like,
I don't
well,
care.
that's just you.
Oh no, I'm trying to make it work. We got this, bro. We're gonna make it. We're gonna get it going. Just stand right, man. I got you.
And instantly, the ropes with the wind blowing up from the sands, it tilts in one way, and at instant, the plate flips around, and you fall down.
Could I use my reaction to jump?
You have no footings to jump.
Oh. Okay.
Oh.
Okay.
But yes, you fall down and take 8 points of bludgeoning damage, fall damage.
And that's half to 4.
Yep.
Yeah, no, Rob, we got this.
I'm resistant to fall damage.
Oh yeah, right. Better.
Say what?
But yes.
Okay, I mean, obviously, I kind of want to say I'd keep that a try until I am like down to like 10 health, and then I'll just give up.
Yeah,
Can we?
I'm sure you can get up.
I got you, bro.
I don't want to race the session during acrobatics check, so can we maybe say we got like 20 feet in the air then, and on a second or third try, and I'll do a perception check from there.
40 feet is reasonable to perception check. Roll it, and Grayman, yeah.
I just want to like sleep. Is that a thing?
I know that, but I know that some
I'm
other
tired.
people were saying that they don't want to sleep. So I need a group opinion
Okay.
whether everyone wants to sleep. And I think you.
I'm burnt out.
I think you're just doing perception check to see if you guys can sleep here or not. With
That's the
20, if you were to observe and look around the plains, this plain is a rocky terrain, rocky desert around here, and currently from the several hundred feet distances, about I believe it was a 10 to 15 minute distance to the core. You do not see the wizard, you do not see the signs of clerics around you, and you do not see any signs of big creatures that are moving towards your directions or anything. And suns are about to setting down. It is getting dark, definitely. It will be completely dark in a few hours.
Okay.
And
I dropped
your
down.
area is very open at the moment.
When I was up there, with the 20 perception, did I see a more secure area?
if you were to look, that would be survival. I'll say roll survival there.
To get advantage because I'm helping.
You're not looking to watch, I guess. You're moral
Well, I'm
supporting
helping
him,
to
right?
hold his ass. You know what I mean?
You're holding a rope.
It's alright.
I'm giving every point of comfort that I can provide.
Oh my god.
I'm rolling pretty damn good tonight.
It's 21, so it's fine. You would find that there is a location where one place is significantly lower. It sounds like some sort of a bowl that had been made in some sort of a crater. And if you were to go there, you can probably like camp there. And if you're on the flat plane, people wouldn't be able to see you just from looking at you. And
Okay.
there are some higher places too that you can go and make yourself some sort of a defense area so that people have to climb up in order to attack. You know, in that case, I'll say that people, if you were to camp there and make base out of there, then people would be able to like make like difficult terrain go through before they can get to you.
Okay. I get down and tell the group my 2 findings. Well, 3 findings. That it's probably not safe here. We have a hole in the ground and a hill in the ground.
Or you can go to the core.
Yeah, that's... I'm gonna pass on that.
Let's take the rest.
Okay. Hole here or here? Hill or here?
Alright. No opinion, then we'll go with use.
Hill. He likes the altitude.
Alright.
was easy.
You will be moving his cart and camels to the hills if no one objects. And I hear nothing, so whoo! Engage! Yes! Player engagement is amazing. And all of you guys move to the hill area and you'll be taking a long rest, spending one more night in the desert. On the sleep, maybe you guys should think about what you do in the morning when you wake up. But what's the watch order?
Hey, Donnie, do you mind
go first.
posting us on the overall map in our location overall? And I'll go second and watch, I guess.
Our location, honest, would be similar. Because this map is so big, so it won't actually budge from there.
Oh,
It's still
okay.
in the general area out there.
Okay.
Okay. And who's
So
taking the
me
first
and
watch?
then you for watch. I am.
Okay. And
Okay,
Elf?
yeah.
So first watch.
What's my character sheet?
First watch is you and Karma, and second watch. And Rue is
I
second.
thought I was going for first watch, and then you was going for the second one.
Oh, okay. Then Rue the third watch.
I'll take last watch.
Okay. Ulfrid will be the last watch.
I'm calling.
Okay.
Here comes my crit fail. Bound to happen.
All right.
Yeah. 2. So total of 4.
So you will be watching in the thing. Do you guys like to set up a? Yep. We can fast forward if you want to. This is the exact time that you speak up. We can skip all the minor interactions if you want to. As a group, then I ask you to the characters. Where do you like to go?
The purple worm. I'd prefer.
Yeah, I'd like to see if the purple worm is asleep.
Do we have all the benefits of a long rest?
Let's fuck the purple worm.
I was
Fuck
thinking
it
of
up.
doing some
Fuck it up.
night rest, but it's not important, so it's fine. So, you guys would like to go to the purple worm, and can you guys as a group ping the general area that you guys like to go?
I mean, isn't it down here? Like, bing, bing, bing.
Isn't it over here?
That's the oasis. Isn't
Yeah,
it?
if everyone
Yeah,
pings
that's
there, then you
true.
guys are gonna go there. So,
That's
But
where.
I
Isn't that where
thought-
I thought that's where the purple worm was.
No, I thought he was
No,
in the
that's
woods over here.
oasis. The purple worm was a flower field.
Yeah, but I don't
It's
know.
somewhere in the darkness, I think.
Yeah, I think it's over here.
You know, we would have
No, I think it's at the Oasis because there was a flower field and then the Oasis or something like that. Because if we would have had
He's
the flower
somewhere
field
in
map,
here.
Yeah, it's on the way to the Oasis.
Yep. So where?
But it's covered in darkness. I don't exactly remember where it
Let's
is.
see a question. Do I have materials to copy a spell from Spell Tomb? Isn't it only gold? Was there anything else that you need to copy a spell from Spell Tomb?
You need the paper and the ink.
Do you have
as
paper
well.
and ink from your
I
inventory?
have plenty
Wizard
of paper
starts
and
with
ink.
it. There you go. I'll say you can borrow from your friends and you can do it. No problem. If you want to do spend the long rest time to inscribe, then that would be perfectly fine. Although, how long does it take to inscribe? A few hours, right?
Depends on the level of the spell, right? I've never played Wizard. I only know this from Critical Role.
Yeah. There you go. Yep. That's perfectly fine. And please ping on the map.
wherever the purple worm
Do we
is.
ping here and then do survival checks?
Alright.
Type thing?
So you guys are going.
Once we get closer, can we try to track it?
You could. You guys are going towards this area, and what routes would you guys like to take on the way?
Familiar routes? Or do you just want to go straight south and then head east? Goddamn it, head straight north and then head west.
I guess we could just head.
Let's go straight north. This fog of war is really bothering me on this map. We must explore it all.
Yeah, it really is. We have so much black.
Wait, did the fog of war cover back up? Because would we not? Whatever.
We have so much to explore.
Yeah. But he's going straight north, I hear. Yeah. If
Yep.
nothing,
Yeah.
you guys.
That was my
I mean,
my.
wherever the purple worm is, and I was 100. I thought it was at the Oasis, but like before the Oasis, like somewhere in this area.
Yeah.
I thought the war was south of what we just encountered. But Sonny's a follower, so
24 miles per day, so you'll be moving 1 square per day. So if you go to straight north, then this will take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 days heading straight to this point. You guys are heading to this using 6 days, right? You guys remember my ping?
Sure.
All
I
right.
don't care. Could we, throughout, do any checks to see if the purple worm has moved closer to us? Or has passed our path?
Or if the
Hard
rock
to see.
flies above head.
Yeah.
Rock, well, it depends. Depends, but remember, time is a resource.
My dude has 24 passive perception, so.
My dude, the
I mean-
desert is super big. Look at the size of the map. If you're nearby there, then I'll tell you. But if you're not there, then you don't see it. So.
Give us my.
You can't be like you're in Nevada and you don't see the airplane going around in New York. It's like whoop over there. But yes, you spend 6 days traveling to the south, and
Okay.
Sunny have to be using spell slots every day in order to do it. He's providing water and food for you guys. Just to clarify.
yeah, I've got a 3rd level spell and a 1st level spell in emergency for everyone.
And for making the things worse, so this is 6 days that you guys use this travel. And
How many days total have we been using? I've lost count.
Using what? My spell slots to feed you?
Day one was
Is
the
that the
village.
question?
I believe
Oh, day
it
one
was
was the village we left. We
I
must have
believe it was
spent.
around 10 something days to get to the Oasis.
I mentioned it in my recap. I can look it up.
Yeah, we can get the exact dates up.
Okay. I was just thinking with all
I'll
this
do karma.
travel, we'll probably not make the deadline. But who cares about the deadline when we can just kill everybody, get all their magic items, and sell it for like 10 times?
There is a reason why there's a deadline, right? Because he does.
Mass.
And who is leading?
Mass slaughter is. I will again.
Yep. Make
Well,
checks
Sunny may
for-
make it very clear. When it
Can,
comes to the last 10
can
days,
you
if we haven't
assist?
achieved anything, I will make something happen for myself.
Okay.
Yeah, can you assist me in this?
Are you proficient with survival? Then.
Yep.
Yes.
I am.
I'll just give him advantage
There you
on
go.
the assistance. I don't feel like rolling.
How many am I rolling for?
6 times, once per day.
It has been 11 days, so 6 more would be 17.
Alright, 17 days.
Jesus Christ! I have to roll 17 times.
No.
I
I was gonna say.
Oh,
So-
throughout our travels, Yu's gonna bring up to the group his idea that he had with the rope of climbing, to see if anybody can help him think of a creative way to get to the maximum height with without the risk of falling.
Actually,
I don't-
it's a 3-day. Actually, not 60. I'll just take the first 3 result because you guys are camel. Your movement speed is doubled. Forgot about that. Yep. You spent 3 days getting there.
Nice.
However, the first 2 rolls, actually they look very good. 26, 26. Alright, yep. You get there, you do not encounter any of the significant threat. You encounter a few of the desert beasts that seems to be slightly changed than usual. And they seems to be like using minor cantrip called magic, like minor illusion as they're fighting. But you can quickly dispatch them if you meet them. And there are some mirages that are appearing to kind of hinder your way of going, but those seems to be not much. And you guys arrive-
Did the beasts that were using cantrips, they seem native, or did they seem like the purple worm type thing, like they were influenced by some outside source?
At the moment, most of the things that you fought, or minor things that you fight, seems to possess those abilities.
Okay, I was just checking. I'm questioning everything I see now.
Yeah. And so after 3 days, you're where you are. Where did you like to head now?
Did the third day crit 20 help with? Although I don't know if it's a crit 20.
Going at this point. Yeah.
Okay. I guess see for signs of the purple worm.
Okay. Roll survival.
Okay. He's gonna use his rope idea if this is a flat area.
Okay. You'll be searching
I
in
have
this
a
area,
potion.
and I'll say that it will be like you may know the direction of the worm if it had any, and depends on your degree. I'll give more information of the location of the worm currently, and roll survival with advantage as all of your searching, and I'll say that they will cost you 1 day. Yeah.
To get advantage for everybody?
No, because a group is searching, right?
So do we all roll?
Do we all? That's the question. Do we all roll if we're
If you
all
all
searching?
roll, that means that you are split searching. Are you going to be split searching? If you split search, that is much more efficient, sure, and you can multiple roll. But if you do, then if shit happens, then you guys will be fucked. So and
Go on, let's do it.
all right.
I'm slightly confused, but I'm just gonna click.
You don't roll anything. Okay, so here's the gist. If you guys search as a group, one guy makes a check with advantage, and if there's an encounter, you're doing it as a group. If you were to split the group and do multiple searches, you'll be covered more areas, making more checks. But if there's an encounter, such as you find a purple worm, then you may get in serious trouble, or rock, or clerics.
I mean, when you say split up, are you imagining us like splitting up miles apart?
Yeah. Miles apart, you will not be able to join the combat.
No, I think Sunny would always be in the basis of the group, and he will always support the group.
Okay.
But if there's any information like pertaining towards the Temple of Pelor, he'll be very intrigued and distracted.
Temple location is over there. You can see it.
I don't even have roll 20 yet. I'm just role play.
Um.
I have no idea what
But
direction.
yes, if you want to,
So what if we did something like this? Well, yeah, maybe we could do that.
something
the
wrong
other-
with Adol's connection, I think.
Yeah, she logged
Roll
out.
20 is being.
Yeah.
She had been logged in, out, and logged in with mobile and out.
Yeah, so Sunny would help the group regardless of what direction they were like the strongest in. But anytime it went in the direction he wanted to go, which is west towards the Temple Palar, he'd be a little bit distracted, seeing if there was towards that direction.
We'll go with the group search, I guess, but I have a cool idea of the same way that you did his like rope trick to get up for the advantage. He'll. I'll talk to Wolfric. Ask him to stand on the mess kit, since I haven't thought of anything more clever. And I'll hold the other end and kind of be like a balancing act. So like if the rope shifts to the left, he'll go to the left type thing to keep it straight to help him balance. And try to get him up 60 feet. And if he falls, you will try to catch him.
I'm down for that. That sounds cool.
But
But
with the
also,
six-
Well, Sunny has a lot of weight and
flat
high
area.
survival.
we have a mage too, so he can cast locate object.
The rope can hold up to 3,000 pounds.
And I am a light motherfucker.
But yeah, you're all
That's
together.
cute.
Right? You're all together though?
Yeah, we're not splitting up.
Yeah, okay. Then one person roll with advantage, and for the case of the find object, we'll see what happens with it.
Did my rope trick help any?
Yeah, I want to do the rope trick idea too, but
To give him a 60-foot altitude? Or 55?
I can make the
check.
check.
Player, as a person, I don't know how much that will help. There is probably like this is a sandy desert, not the rocky desert, right? The area that you guys are currently in.
I mean, it's
You'd be
relatively
having
flat
elevations
overall,
already,
right?
And you don't have elevations. It'll be exactly like the typical desert picture that you know. Like,
Okay.
and you can go to like a higher point of the desert. Let's see.
No, I don't want to complicate things.
This is like
But we can
probably
just stick
accurate
with the roll.
imagery of what this area is about. But yes.
Yeah, so if we like stood at the top of the sand dune.
15. You while you're tracking for tracks, you do notice that there are some dead bodies that are of the pretty giant beasts that has one side of a corpse is entirely eaten up. And you know that from the things that recognizes that this is probably one of those creatures that you have seen in there, had a good chomp on this one, eating many of it and bones shattered, left alone. And you would think that, let's see. From the dead bodies you're analyzing, you would think that worst case it is within the 3 days of distance, and Purple Worm would be in 3 days traveling distance for you guys from this location. You find that. Although you try to find where it went, it have dug down, and at the moment with 15, you fail to locate exact locations where directions that it went to. But yes, exactly 3 days distance, maybe up to.
Okay.
With that information, this is one more day that have passed, so it's 4 days from the oasis. So how much day total? 15 days, I believe. Day 15. And that is the end of day 15. Day 16's morning, what do you guys like to do? And also, one notice, find object, do not identify any shards within any very close proximity. And you notice that the area of find object is, I believe, less than the flower field that you can visibly see.
Okay.
Hmm? Oh, she doesn't know how to get in here.
I see her.
No, I invited her. Okay, so if you want to get into the call, you don't need me to call. You can just go to the direct messages and just join the call.
I did. It wouldn't let me. I tried. Started it 3 times on my computer.
Not the call in the channel, because I see the voice channel you have joined in the channel.
Yeah, so
Not
I
there.
went into
In the direct message.
yeah, no.
Yeah.
Yeah, I went there and I went to join the call and my button's not working. And so then I went to the general to see if I could get it to pop up. It wouldn't pop up, so I had to restart my Mac. And then restarting my Mac, like nothing would show up. I couldn't even see anybody was even on like in the I couldn't see anything. But now I can see everything. I couldn't even see the voice, like the conversation.
You can't see it.
No, but I can now. Like I couldn't see anything.
It's okay. You don't need to see the current conversation.
So what they
Is
did
the worm
is
around?
They spent 3 days getting to this location,
Mm-hmm.
and they found one of the consumed corpses by the purple worm.
Oh no.
It is suspected to be. And not the Karma, Wolfric, I figured that it's probably maximum 3 days away from your current location. However, with his current role, he failed to check the directions.
Yeah, I failed to ascertain the exact location.
Hey, following each consecutive day, since it takes 3 days to travel, could we do each day doing a survival check?
You have to be actively looking for subs. Like, and desert is a large area, so I'll say that it is a day to... Yeah. There is a traveling time and also searching time, right? You could be looking around for searching stuff, but it is... Traveling is different from, like, actively looking around in the specific area. Like, you won't just find... you could very luckily find beasts that have been eaten, but remember that this location is 15 miles. One square. 15 miles by 15 miles. And you won't see it if you're just traveling along the direction. So, from here, what do you guys think?
Do we... Which... Oh, so it's 3 days travel, but I actually don't know which direction just 3 days travel.
Mm-hmm. At the moment,
Okay.
Yes.
Let's be adventurous, guys. Let's go over to this area.
Well, which direction was the dead bodies? We saw dead bodies.
Dead body was found here. You don't know what direction it had went. You found one really big corpse.
Okay, but which direction was the big corpse? Like, was it
There's
at
no
a 6 o'clock?
directionality to the corpse. You find the corpse. I mean, how do you have directionality to it? You don't find.
But if you would have drawn a
corpses.
circle around the P, it should have been somewhere around the P, whether it be at the top of the P, the bottom of the P, the left of the P, or the right of the P. We should at least get an up, down, left, right.
Ah.
Like, was it coming from...
Unless the corpse was like 30 miles long.
Destruction.
How about this? It was exactly the center. Woo! That is right. What are you gonna do now?
I mean, I'm okay with that direction.
Mechanically, it's not that different, so I'm fine with this. Matt,
Do we want to be adventurous?
Yeah.
Do we
You
want
roll
to be
a 1d8
adventurous?
and then pick whatever number pops up.
There is a method. You don't need to give up.
I want to be adventurous, though. Like, this map is killing me right now, seeing all this black.
Yeah.
Me as a person, it is killing me, because I like playing games like this and finding new areas to explore. So this whole map needs to be explored. In my mind, it needs to be explored.
How much time do we have?
We're gonna fill the timeline.
However, the 15 days you have spent, and
I think we were given like a 2-month grace period or something like that.
I believe it was 30 days that you would have to report.
Yeah, see, that's report. We actually don't have to physically be here. We can...
If you don't get a single star in 30 days, then you know you done goofed.
I mean...
You just have to get one.
We just have to get one. And... Can we
And
be
the monkey
adventurous?
on his back will grow bigger.
You can be adventurous, yes.
So
I'm asking the
theoretically-
group.
That's fine.
Can we
What's
be
up?
adventurous? Like...
Can we be adventurous? Like travel this way or this way or this way?
Yeah. Pick a direction and you can all go if everyone wants to. Although I think Rue wants to really want to kill that worm.
I mean, that's the thing. Which direction? We don't know which direction the worm
Yeah,
went.
I didn't ascertain which direction the worm was coming from.
We just know that it was where the P is at some point in time.
It was
Could
3
we-
days travel.
Are we by the giant? Like, did we have time on that 3-day whatever to actually get close to the giant thing that got eaten?
What?
The giant creature that was eaten.
Yeah. What about it?
Like, did we get close? Did we get close to it during
Yeah,
that survival
pretty
check?
Close.
Could we ascertain as to how long it had been there and all that stuff?
Yeah, from the how long it had been, you would notice that it had been killed about 3 days ago.
I broke Nani.
It is hard to translate that.
I don't know how much that would help us, but I mean, if it was killed like that day, it could help us maybe search for tracks nearby.
It is not killed that day.
Well, I can. No, I don't think. Can I actually see if there's tracks around? Like from where the body is to see like a trail or something? Or are you just gonna go off of the previous roll?
Second, let me think about some stuff.
I'm just literally over here.
And you may be remembering wrong, so because I know. Oh, but yes.
I know it was before the Oasis. I do know that it was before the Oasis.
Okay.
But it wasn't too far away from the Oasis.
It was killed 3 days ago.
What?
The creature that was eaten
was killed 3 days ago. I just calculated the average. I just compared the speed of a camel and the purple worm, and yep, 3 days ago is good. Yep.
The purple worm is already dead.
What?
What a twist!
No, Nani is talking about the there. He said that I saw bodies that have been eaten.
Mm-hmm.
That was 3 days ago, and because of my low survival check, I couldn't actually ascertain the exact location of where the creature went. But now my next question is, can I specifically look for like any drag marks of the sand to where I know like the worm might be going, or do I see like a
tracks
hole?
have been faded out. That's why I was saying that that's your information.
Okay.
You do not specifically get the directionalities or any of the marks that lead to some other places.
Use final guess would be hit it while just walking towards the temple direction.
Okay.
And if by chance we run into the worm, then that'll be Q.
You do not. And you spend 1 more day walking into the area.
Okay, so another survival check.
Yes. For navigation, yes.
Do I still get advantage since use helping? Or...
Yep. Always with advantage. 18. Yep, you're fine. At the moment. And you are in this area. Would you guys like to do anything? I'm perfect.
Do we see anything?
You can make survival check to see the tracks.
But doesn't that take an extra day?
Yes, it does.
Do we just want to keep traveling one direction and hope we come across something interesting?
You could try that.
Because we literally have no exact plan to where to go.
We could head to the Temple of Palor.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I know Sunny wants to go to the Temple of Palor, and if Karma wants to go to the Temple of Palor, I'm okay with going to the Temple of Palor. Pelor or whatever. So-
He is okay with that too.
Okay, so
Cry.
majority
Giving
going,
up the purple worm. Sadness.
hoping to discover
Well,
the purple worm.
It's not giving up if we're walking blindly through fog of war. That's how we ran into the purple worm to begin with.
Yeah.
True.
Well, the thing is, Sunny always believes you can achieve when you see it, right?
Yep. Okay.
Your sight is real. Your sight, doesn't matter what you believe in, is the most real thing there is.
So
So-
it will take 120 feet miles, and you're moving at 30 miles per day, I believe, right? 60 miles per day? Wait,
Yes.
what was it?
I think that's right.
It
Something
took
like
3
that.
days, yeah, 30 miles. So it took 4 days for you guys to travel to the Temple of Pelor. Roll, however, just 2 for survival check. Yep. First one would be fine. And second one.
Oh, I'm rolling again. Oh. Bam.
Okay.
25.
So make
25.
25. And you guys are traveling along the desert and thinking that there's nothing wrong at the moment, and everything is going good. You guys are all feeling great. And in one day, you guys are still taking orders, watches in the same order from the previous one, I assume? Given
Sure.
that no reason
Sure.
to change. And the last
Yeah,
one's
sure.
taking is Wolfric. Wolfric. Also, you're
Make a
taking
perception
watch.
check?
What
check of
you
it?
don't need to make perception check because you would be obviously seeing it. If
Oh.
you were to just washing around, you see some sort of screeching coming from the very distance. And soon after, as you hear it, you look toward the direction. And if you were to do so, you see the landscape of a desert changing rapidly as something in the air is approaching you. And once it sweeps by with the incredible speed that you've never seen before, it flies by up the very high air of you, and at that instant, you look around, you are surrounded by walls that have been erected from the desert lands, and you are now... Place yourself in the center.
Oh, okay, there we go.
Alright, hold on, I don't see a map where oh. Okay, I gotta change my...
Yeah, you gotta zoom out.
You see
Yeah.
a hawk, a giant rock, flying in the air, shouting, "Caw!" And it seems to be circling around you in the air, notices a bunch of humanoids in his territory. And
How high in the air is this?
yes, 1, 2, 3 of you. Need 4 more of you.
Oh, right.
Alright, so at the moment, as this happens, Karma, you're the only one awake at the moment. What do you like to do?
You mean Wolfric?
Wolf, yeah.
Wolfric, yes.
Do I...
Yo, we fucking shoot it!
And Sunny,
What's
you
happening?
don't have 1 spell slot, I believe, because this wrong rest wouldn't be completed at that say. But yeah.
Sonny, you're not here. Shush.
I'm not here.
You're
Now,
sleeping.
Sunny, you're here. Place yourself in the center of the map. Some really big creature on the air just swoop up, and in the secret, if you were to wake up and look around, you
Oh,
will
no.
see that you guys are all surrounded
died.
by walls. Ada just had launched to the outside of the wall. But yes.
Okay, is it like dark?
Sorry.
Is it dark or what is it like?
Whatever
You
happens,
see
I'm
dusk
always on the
in
outside.
morning. Yes, it was outside when you slept.
I can't zoom in enough. It always fucks up.
Okay,
Matt,
then
please.
And yes,
if
you will be with your camel. So camels will be placed in the center.
I'm going to stealthily look around
What? Are we in a cave?
without
Are you
waking
gonna
any.
witness it?
You're
I'm not waking
surrounded by
anybody up yet.
walls at the moment.
And is there like no ceiling above us?
There is no ceiling above you.
Okay, is there like a faint wind or something? Something that's obscuring any view or anything like that? Or is it just still? Is it still air in here?
Give me a second.
Hmm.
And you guys would have some of the... How many camels do you guys have total?
One of them died, so
4?
Okay.
4 camels, 1 spider.
yeah.
And I'm always using a bag of tricks as protection.
And you don't see one camel. Although... Yep, you don't see one camel.
Oh, well, that camel's dead.
That was my camel.
Buzzard food. Buzzard food.
And you know, Karma, you're the only one awake at the moment. What do you do?
Wolfric.
Wolfric, you're the only one awake at the moment. What do you do?
Okay, I'm gonna get off my camel. I'm going to tie it off to use cart.
Okay.
And I am going to take a look around stealthily.
Alright, roll perception checks to see what is going on.
Actually, first off, I'm gonna listen for anything. If I hear anything. Okay? I'm gonna listen.
Okay.
And there's a specific reason why I'm doing that. So I get advantage on this.
Get advantage.
25. I didn't need it, but... So...
You hear the screeching sounds of something piercing through the air, like an arrow that is piercing through the air. But it is coming from the right side of you at the moment.
The right side.
Coming
So
from
it's
this direction.
this side? Is there any... Do I see any... Well, right now in this immediate facility, do I see any doors or anything like that? Except for whatever this is.
Yeah, that is an opening.
Okay, I'm going to walk over there. Where'd my character go?
You're under Sunny.
I'm hidden in a turtle. Okay, anyway. So what do I...
You can't move me.
What am I...
Yeah.
What do I see? I proceed.
You see this much.
Is that a hall? That's a hallway?
Yeah, some sort of hallway.
Okay, I am doing with. Now, what are the walls made out of?
The wall's made out of a hard stone, some sort of a desert rock.
Okay. Would my claws be sharp enough to scratch said rock?
You already used your action at the moment. Is it your turn?
Oh, I thought we were in an initiative.
You're
I
in
didn't know we were.
initiative.
I didn't know that.
Roll initiative. Woo! You're the only one who is awake. So that's why I was asking. So everyone else is currently sleeping. You guys are all surprised, except Wolfric.
Yeah.
And the rest of you are considered as unconscious creatures because you are all asleep.
Okay.
Yep. Doesn't sound that great, is it? Woo!
Well, my perception check, I didn't hear anything other than screeching in the distance.
I clearly described you at the very beginning. You saw a creature that is scooping around.
Yeah, the rock. That's like.
Yeah.
I thought he swooped away after he made this labyrinth bullshit.
Yeah, and I told you it's also coming towards your direction.
Oh,
towards
okay, I
from
did
your
my
right
miss.
side.
I missed that bit. Okay, that makes more sense now.
And initiative.
Can I, free action, just yell, "Wake up"? Is that a thing?
What?
That is a thing.
Okay, then I'm yelling that. I'm like, everybody, wake up!
Oh, okay. Rue's awake.
Loudly.
Yeah, I mentioned talking is free, so I'll say that's fine. You can wake up everyone.
And
God damn it, Aelon.
is
Yes. So first
is
turn.
Sunny up?
Everyone should be up if they want to. And roll initiatives. And you can move your pets at the same turn as you are. You don't need to roll initiative for your pet.
Oh.
Yeah. If you were to,
I think it rolled at the same time for me.
I don't
so.
have control over any of these camels, so I don't know what to roll, what I'm moving.
Nemo has control of all of them at the moment, so I'm gonna give control to all of them.
I'll be right back. Sorry.
Yeah. First turn is Alon. If you were to open your eyes, you see that there is suddenly walls around you. For a moment think that maybe you're in some sort of a prison or something, but as soon as you grab the surrounding, you still feel the sands around you, and same as all the other placement that you guys had when you were sleeping. What do you do, Alon?
So I'd be smart enough to realize that it's the rock, right?
That is not right. Yes. Something is definitely wrong. And you heard the speaking of... Yeah. Yelling.
Yell to wake everybody up. And I will be right back.
And I'm prone, right?
You are considered prone, yes. The wall is about, I'll say, 10 feet tall. You can do regular things like climbing up on the walls and whatnot. Wall is thicker so it appears.
Can I bonus action Misty Step myself standing?
Yes, you can.
I'd like to Misty Step to the top of the wall.
Yeah, can you post your characters into that direction? Yeah. So put your character on top of the wall that you like to place yourself into. Okay. And I'll reveal 60 feet proximity of you at the moment for conveniency. About this large.
Wow.
Yep. That is what you see as you blink on top of the rock. You're still prone, but you're currently prone on the rock.
Wait, I can't bonus action myself standing?
And you can use half of your movement to stand up.
Alright. And the rock is making a swoop for us?
Sun is still not up. It is relatively earlier in the morning. This was at the shift when the Wolfley was taken. It is quite dark outside, and those of you without dark vision would have a hard time seeing. Actually, Alan, do you have dark vision?
Yep.
Yeah, 60 feet, and you see that there is no rock in 60 feet direction. But if you were to hear, then you may hear, but those are the checks that you would do. But yeah, you hear something is up. Definitely. Screechings in the air. Although directionality is unclear for you.
Getting the layout, I'll jump down next to Wolford.
Alright, you climb down there, and would you like to jump down? You would take fall damage.
Like, I'd slide off and then, like, feet first and then hop down.
Okay. You now are under the wall, and anything that else you'd like to do. If there's nothing, next turn is Ulfric, who disappeared! Woo! Your turn.
Oh, it's my turn again.
Yes.
Okay. Oh, so it's dark around us right now?
It is dark. There is no sun yet in the desert.
Casting dark vision on myself.
Alright. You can see the outside range of 60 feet. Yes.
Oh. So
you're covering your mic.
oh, sorry, I was talking to myself.
Trying to debate what to do. Yeah, I'm just gonna. Oh. Just gonna go right there. If I see
Alright.
anything.
You see as far as you see. Yes.
Can I check for traps or something? I don't know what to do.
No, you can check for traps. Tracks or traps?
Traps.
Roll perception.
Oh,
These rocks seems to be pretty solid, and you think that these are not the types that people would put traps on. It is not like it's pretty different from a man-made wall. Seems to be more a natural type of walls. Although it is placed in a very weird
from
unnatural way. Yes.
Okay. Okay. That's it.
All right, Karma.
So half my movement to get up.
And dark vision, do you have?
I do have dark vision.
60 feet. All right.
How far am I from the wall? 10. Would I be able to climb on top of the wall?
Yep, walls are easily climbable. You can spend half of your movement to climb up the 10 feet wall. The walls are 10 feet, so you need to spend 20 feet of movement total to get up the wall. So if you dash now, you should be able to get up to the wall.
I'll dash.
Yep. And your karma would perceive the similar thing that Elon had perceived. Although slightly different locations. But yes, you notice is that you are still in the desert, but a lot of things have changed around you.
I'm going to assume that's all my movement. I'm just going to pull out my bow, knowing that it's a flying creature, and then look around.
Alright.
And my turn there.
Adot. Adot! Save us!
Oh my god.
Yep, you open your eyes, hearing that everyone's
awake.
bustling around. You see the giant wall surrounding you. And still your hand touches the desert sand, and you smell desert along with the coldness of the night. And what do you do?
I want to walk over to the, I guess, north or like south of my screen, right? So we're gonna go right here to where this like little outlet is, like this little cove thing.
Yep.
I'm gonna touch the wall.
Yeah.
And can I like feel anything? Like, does the wall feel like there may be a trap door or anything on the? Is there anything different about the wall?
If you touch
like, in that
it,
area?
you feel the natural desert stone, although it is formed like a wall. And if you want to check for any trapdoors or any hidden entrances, you can roll perception check.
Okay.
Or investigation, whichever is higher. I think it's fine. Actually, investigation. Yeah, whatever. Either. It's higher.
Okay.
In your, the feeling when you just woke up, your eyes are like kind of stuck together, and you're like still rubbing your eyes, and in a very derived state, you touch the walls and trying to find something, but your sleepy little heads doesn't find information.
Okay. Okay, that's all I got.
All right, and at that instant, you hear the loud screech. And I believe one of you have prepared. Oh my god, I revealed accidentally. I believe one of you have revealed the prepared an action.
That is a big ass bird. Fuck.
Yes.
Oh shit.
One of you have prepared an action, I believe. Was it Karma?
I drew my bow, but I already used my action to dash.
Okay.
So I just drew it.
The giant bird comes up. Will make an attack against the camel. It is the biggest and juiciest target of the journal. I'm not being mean. I swear. I'm not being mean. It's
That's my camel.
It's hungry.
Yeah,
It wants food.
I'm just doing what it's like, you know, like likely to do in character. But yes. Oh my god, I clicked the wrong button. Now I'm on a different website. I'm getting back in.
I'm sorry, guys.
The rogue swoops down and with its beak it pecks the camel at instance. Dealing
Wait,
31
camel?
piercing damage.
Rip camel.
You see it rips this camel in half.
Oh my god.
And its
Which one?
leftover body is this one. We'll roll for it at the end to see whose it is. If they are all survived at the end. And it brings its half of its dead bodies and flies away. It flies away into out of your sight into this direction that I'm pointing at. But yes, all of you have seen just that and felt the air as it sweeps down near you.
Oh my god.
And you, it's your turn.
I feel like I got knocked over.
Yep, you just open your eyes with a giant bird devouring half of the camel in a single beak. And this is your turn.
Did we see it move that way, or did we see it move that way and up?
This way.
Yeah, but did it like swoop upwards, or is it just
Swoops
traveling that
and,
direction?
up in like this.
Okay. Shit. Yeah. Okay, one quick. Let me check something real quick. Do.
Doopity-doopity-doo.
Okay.
Doopity-doo.
Yeah, I'm gonna jump up onto the wall.
Mhm.
I'm grabbing a wagon. I don't want to grab a wagon. And now that I'm on top of the wall, do I see the rock?
If you are on top of the
Oh,
wall,
yeah.
what is your dark vision
Alright,
range?
It's half because of that blurry eye thing.
Okay, so
I
what is it?
think. Let me check. I think it's half. Let me just post it. Yes, so 30 feet.
You do not see anything.
Cool. Okay.
What do you like to do?
Pull out my warhammer and axe. Let's see. Everyone else is kind of scattered about.
Is everyone in the initiative, by the way? I think so. Yep.
Jump here. Let's see, how much movement is that? That's 5, 10, 15. Oh, that's 20.
Oh, Sunny was skipped.
25, 30. Alright, this is 30 movement. Do I see anything?
You're dashing to there?
No, just 30 movement.
Are you on
I have
the-
40.
You're on the wall?
I'm jumping from hedge to hedge.
Okay.
Hey, there's the guy.
There is your guy.
How high up in the air is he? Or is he kind of at my level?
He'll be 20 feet on the air from where you're standing. So 30
So
feet
10
from the
feet up.
ground. 30 feet from the ground, but 20 feet from you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's fucking go crazy. Let me go into a rage. And then action dash and do a running jump onto him.
Onto it.
Yeah, fuck it. Let's go.
Okay, make a grapple attack.
Okay. 24.
Versus his acrobatic, right? Or athletic, whichever. He easily streaks you off with a single wing, and you fail to grapple onto him. But you have
I'm
one more
raging.
attack.
I have advantage.
Oh yeah, you're right. Okay, yeah, I didn't know it was 24. Yeah, you grab onto one of his wing, and you're on it. You're attached to it currently. It won't be grappled, but you will be flying with it if it does fly.
That's my plan. For flavor, you can say like I sink my axe into it to try to get a better leverage.
Yep, and you still have second attack, I believe. You can attack it.
Oh, cool. I whack.
Yep, you grab this giant feather, and as you get close to it, you notice that this one has a giant gem piercing through his torso and as well as a tiny bit on his back. Same crystal that you have seen before, and this power is quite eminent. Yeah, you can feel it.
How much movement do I have left? If I did have 40 feet total of movement. So if I was to, let's see.
So there is that.
Well, I mean, I jumped onto it.
You were prone to begin with, right? Because you were sleeping?
Oh, fuck. Yeah. Balls. Okay. So that's 20 feet to stand up. Damn. That fucked me. Okay. 10 feet, 20 feet. So that'll be that. Then I dashed. 10, 20. I would have had 20 feet left right here, I believe.
Okay.
Since I have 80
if
feet
you're still
total.
in melee range, you can still grapple onto it. It's fine.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Alright.
Okay. So Raging's bonus actions. I don't have extra attack. So is there any way I can, with it being such a giant bird, kind of make my way over to where the crystal is on its back?
If your movement's left, you can move to the center of the token. Center of the rock. There you go. Yep, you would move on right on top of it, climbs up with the feathers, and you now see.
I'm gonna hit the top of the crystal with my warhammer.
Roll your attack.
19?
With your warhammer, you swing it widely, and it makes tings and makes a bright, like resonance. It makes a resonance as you're hitting it, and you see a clear sound coming from it. But you do not see that any damages done on the gem at the moment with 19.
Okay.
It seems to be still vibrating, as it is absorbing all the shocks that your blow has made.
I think that's all my turn, really.
Alright.
Make sure I didn't miss anything.
Next is Sunny, and we will talk about whether we will continue here.
Oh, I have my boots of spider walking for future reference. That's kind of sticking to the bird. Okay. Yeah, that's my turn.
Okay. And Sunny, it's your turn.
He had to go.
Oh
He
no.
said he is sorry. He has to go. He will do anything to protect his party. That's his last. That's his. That's
Actually,
his death
it
words.
is 11. It's probably time for me to go too.
Alright. We can probably pause here, and we will come back. Sunny takes a one turn, and yeah, continue from here. But
Okay.
yes, but yeah, sad that you guys didn't go after the purple worm. That one had the.
What do you mean we didn't go after it? There was really no clues to go after it unless we wanted to waste more days.
If you wasted one more days, then you notice that it's like one more or one less, and you know the general directionally from that. So if you do like just one or two more times, you'd actually know the general direction. And even if you don't do that, then you know the direction if you roll high enough. Actual direction and location as well, with accumulated things. But yeah. But yeah, also the location that you guys remember for them to be having the purple worm is slightly off in your memory.
It was 3 days away from the oasis, the worm was.
Yeah, but some of the guys thought that it's like right here.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I missed a lot when I couldn't get back in.
Yeah. Everyone, there was at least 2 or 3 people who thought the worm is like right under the oasis. And
yeah, no.
They made a check on the pretty off distance at the moment.
Yeah.
But yeah, you found a rogue and a crystal, so.
I'm gonna hammer it out like a nail and a hammer.
Yeah.
Lordy, lordy. Well, y'all have a good night.
Yeah.
We're gonna get killed by a bird.
That is it for the thing, yeah. But I
Hey,
welcome
no
any
one's ready.
any feedbacks about, wow, this is bullshit, or I wish you allowed more checks at that time. I know that some of you wanted to do directionality checks and whatnot, but I already set out that directionality is a thing. I already mentioned that you do not get the directionality at the moment. That's why I went with the previous wording, but I do think that I maybe should have given up more checks at that time. So there's apologies for that. The days though, I do mean that the days supposed to be resources. It puts a limit on how you want to move, what do you want to do, and maximum loot that you can get out of this. Although really, getting the gem quick and returning to the town very quick is also a result. You guys like, yay, you get a gem and you level up. Woo!
How large is this rock overall? Like its torso and stuff? Because I've heard
torso wise, as you see, but the wings would be gigantic. Flavor wise, but to hit, it's a 6.
Okay.
I believe that the wings are like much larger than the body. It's like 2 or 3 times larger in flavor.
Yeah.
But yes.
Okay. The only thing I had a question on, which I'm going to ask right now before I forget, is throughout the traveling, whenever like we take breaks to like eat and stuff like that, he wants to practice doing his rope trick to try to get more proficient in that, so he can like climb the maximum amount of the rope for aerial viewpoints without risk falling. So he just wants to practice that throughout the travels.
Let me see. Wait, actually, can you just do like go up all the way so it extends 60 feet and you just climb up? You can.
Yeah, why
right?
are you trying to stand up?
Yeah.
It's just not as cool, I guess.
What the hell? Like what?
I didn't know if it worked like that. So
Yeah.
if it works like that, that's what I'll do.
I mean, I believe the way it works is that you hold one end of it and then the other end moves. So between the 3 inches that are moving, everything else is lag.
I think like you need to hold it only at the beginning. You don't need to hold it to like make it sustained. I don't think. So what I have in mind is that you hold, it extends 60 feet, and you let it go, and you start climbing. That's what I have in mind. Also, I guess since you're climbing, you have to be using some of your hands to climb, at least. Both of your hands to climb, probably, and one hand to hold on to it, at least. Reasonable? Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, but yeah, that is a case of climbing. But if you are on top of it using acrobatics to balance your way out with the kitchen thing, I'll say both of your hands are free. I guess there's that going on for you. Yeah. You can start to practice it, although getting a proficiency, because it's really acrobatic overall. You know how the 5e system acrobatic works. Yeah.
Yeah, we can talk about it more later. Actually, I do gotta go.
Yeah, we can talk about some custom things that I haven't given up this. Yeah, we will talk about it later. Yeah, but yes, if you have any fun ideas, then we can talk more at any time. So, actually, didn't you say that you wanted to? Someone wanted to talk to me. Okay. But yeah, see ya.
Alright. Have
I
a
do
good
have
one.
one question.
But yeah, if there's any improvements that I can make, let me know.
Can I ask about one of the turns I just took there?
Yes.
It took me half my movement to get up,
Yes.
10 feet, which would be like rounded up 23 feet, 10 feet to get to the wall, and then 20 feet to climb up.
Yeah.
So like 63 feet.
That'd
If
be
I was
dashing,
dashing,
I guess. Yeah.
I have 110 feet of movement, so I should have had an extra 40 feet.
You weren't dashing though. You were using. Were you dashing?
Yeah, I had to dash to get on top of the wall. I wouldn't have been able to make it otherwise.
Let me see. Technicality wise though, the dash doubles the dash as your. Wait, actually, let me see dash. Yeah, I forgot how it works. Yeah. So wall is 40 feet though, right?
You said it was 10
20
feet.
feet.
And
Yeah, 20 feet.
double-
Yeah, yeah. Wall
so
is 20 feet up, and you're climbing down. So 40 feet total.
No, I climbed up the wall.
And you jump down the wall.
No, I just climbed up. I got up,
Right.
ran towards the wall, climbed up it.
I think I fucked up or something happened. You didn't make any perception check though, right?
No. I
Yeah,
was just
in that
wondering if I
case,
could
you
move.
should have an extra action to do stuff. So you can dash from there and then move to relocate to anywhere you want. Or you can prepare an attack to shoot at a rock or something like that.
Yeah, I was just wondering if I could move here and then check my book to see if I know anything about a rock.
Yep. I'll say yes. Yeah, you should have enough movements. Yeah, so you get there and you would pull out your books.
Well, just if I've encountered any information before. If I haven't, that's fine.
Yeah, nature.
My
I mean, it's a book, and you would have other sources too. So, nature with advantage with prior knowledge if you have any books that is related to it. You remember there were some opportunities that the party can get like a history points in certain things. If you can have them, then you can roll with advantage. Other than that, regular. Okay.
I'll roll it regular.
10, you notice that rocks are generally living in a desert or on a very high plain, and they have quite a bit of area. Sometimes larger living area than a dragon, as they are much faster rate than the usual ones. And despite the regular things, they are quite smart and vicious, and they are generally being very dreadful. And many of the adventurers and caravans, they never feel fun if they go into the territory of a rock.
All right.
Also, your dear friend, Sildarius had mentioned that there is a rock in the desert. So, yeah, you imagine that it's this one. Yes.
All right. Thanks.
I'll say that they move in. I mean, that's pretty sad because there's too general information. I'll say that you know that their flying speed is normal ones without like gems sticking out on their torso or something. They would be about 120 feet.
Nice.
Yeah, it'd be normally impossible to run away from these guys once they start chasing you.
Across those days of travel to get to the rock, would I have been able to copy more spell slots? I mean, spell levels.
You have been traveling for 4 days, and I'll say that you would have additional 8 hours each. I'll say 8 hours available each day. Yeah.
So that's 4 spell levels. Okay.
No, 8 spells.
8 hours available each day.
Yeah, I'll say 8 hours. Because I mean, logically, you should have some daytime too. That you'd be resting and you let your camel rest and whatnot, right? Usually it'd be yeah. Because you guys were marching at the regular speed, not at the fast speed. yeah. So yeah, I'll say that you can do 2 spells per day, and with that you can copy total 8 spells. Yeah. Of course, money will be spent, so do spend those money. But yeah. Yeah, 8 spell levels. If all of them were level 1, then it would be 100 gold, right? Oh, 50 gold per level. Are they? Are they 50? I thought they were 100. Oh my god, it's a shotgun. Let's see. Yep. 2 hours. Yeah, second level. So each level up spell, it takes 2 hours and 50 gold. So if you're copying level 1 spell, then you will spend 2 hours and 50 gold, I guess. Is that a thing? It goes differently? Let's see. I don't think book and the scroll is different unless your class is giving that. Does a lore master have to do something with it? Let me see lore master, I guess. At first glance, I don't think Lower Master is changing. I'm reading it this. This is from Player's Handbook. So it doesn't differentiate scrolls nor the book, at least in this context.
Yeah, I was looking at. I thought there was a differentiation in the price, but it's that you have to pass an Arcana check to copy from a scroll.
Where is that part even? Because I don't see that.
It's in the compendium under spell scroll.
Spell scroll.
At the bottom.
Okay, let's see. Wizard on a spell scroll can be copied from. Let's copy. Just make a DC. Okay, this is good to know. I actually didn't know this part existed. Oh well, but yeah, I think gold and time is the same. So 50 gold per level of the spell that you're copying, and 2 hours per level that you're spending. So you have total. I said 8 hours per day, right? So it'd be for traveling. So 32 hours you would have. So total 32. So 16 levels total. And max that would be spending that much multiplied by 50. So max 800 gold and total 16 levels can be used from the read from the book, and you can add them up. Ooh. But yeah, what do you think of the session today?
I thought it was great. I'm excited for Gabs tomorrow.
I thought there was too much the no not do nothing part. It's like
The only thing I'm sad about is that my phone died, so then I had to use my laptop, and I had to shift to using push to talk.
Yeah, push to talk. Well, hopefully. I mean, it's not a long-term problem, so nothing to be worried of. But yeah, I guess hopefully it doesn't happen tomorrow, right?
Yeah, I'll charge my phone.
Yeah. Whew. I guess I'll see you tomorrow in the Gabe's campaign. Yeah.
Yep. See ya.